down the road, back zone. Got my iPhone, I got my text on. You don't like them, tell it, get the hell on. I'ma light them up like glow zone. Ride around with the roof gone. Hang glide like the get low. Listen, shorty, here's a blindfold. You can't see, but your mind know. We're perfect match, shorty, I know. We can keep it pop like mine, no. Rat-tat-tat-tat. That's a little shorty, do me like that. Rat-tat-tat-tat. That's a little shorty, do me like that.
So primarily for the rib roast, this is slightly sweet, which is the rosemary. So I'm going to put a little bit of rosemary there. And we don't really have a super big roast this year. I went the boneless route. And then I think I just want, because this is oregano, I just want the thyme. So let me rinse the,
rosemary, thyme.
So yeah, I'm just gonna, I want the rosemary on there and the thyme on there. It could look really rustic. It doesn't have to look like fancy like that. I don't want to put too much more rosemary because rosemary does tend to have like a sweet flavor. So I'm not chopping them fine. And I did put, you think that's enough salt?
Yeah. Put some of that, yeah.
I'm gonna put some more of this.
That steak seasoning got a little bit of everything.
I want it to get a nice crust. That's the thing. You want it to get a nice crust. Because we're not going to be frying the meat. So I'm going to go meat side down because we want to keep the flavor. I did stuff some garlic in there. I want to get a nice crust on there. That's a key. I'm not going to put the oregano on there. I mean, if I was doing chicken or some type of poultry. So, I know that looks like a lot of salt, but it's going to go down into the meat. You really want a nice crust on your rib roast. This is just going to set before we put it in the oven. And I'm going to put a little bit more rosemary on top. And then like when it's wet, I don't have anything to tie it down. I wish I did, but I don't. But I could kind of spread those out. And then I'm gonna get more thyme. Thyme has a more earthy flavor than the rosemary, which has sweet. So I'm gonna put that down on there. And those are just really your aromatics. I already have some garlic in there. But yeah, that's just gonna sit, and then we're gonna put it in the oven.
Yeah. Then right here we already got our bacon.
Bacon, onion, seasoning for our string beans.
Yep.
I might put some might put, I don't really want to though, because I don't have dry oregano.
What? Okay.
This bacon is really lean.
And you know what? That was the last time. Funny thing. And she was just looking at it right behind me. That's why I started to grab it. Like, ah, nope. Okay. We're going to have that. We're cooking down.
You looking at the screen to see what?
Yeah, I see what it is. It's looking in the pot. Looking in the pot.
Yeah, run it down in there. Just for the flat.
In the pot.
Yeah, like that. Alright, so that's going to cook down a little bit more. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the string beans in there. Did a bit rinse. Some bouillon cube because I don't have ham hock today.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing with that.
Yeah. Christmas dinner, trendsetters. We'll be back.
Oh, wait a minute. Put him to work! Put him to work! Got Christmas dinner loaded.
Yeah, Christmas dinner. Getting ready for Christmas, you know. Doing some mashed potatoes. What's that? String beans, prime rib, and what else we got? Snow crab legs. Yeah, snow crab legs.
String beans going. You probably need to add a little bit more water. And we have the potatoes boiling here. And we still have our roast here resting. We're gonna get ready and throw that in the oven soon. So that's what's going down, guys. And we're gonna have string beans, mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes, and we got our rib roast here. And then we got crab legs in the refrigerator, and we've got we're gonna do a baked mac and cheese because that's what the kids like. Okay, the milk in here. Keep going. Keep going. That's good. Okay, and then we want to also put the heavy whipping cream in. A little bit of heavy whipping cream. I don't measure, guys. We gotta get that seasoning up over there. Just a little bit of heavy whipping cream to thicken it up. That's good. I'm gonna save a little bit for our mac and cheese. I don't like iodized salt. I use kosher. Gonna try to be careful.
I'll use a little stick of butter.
Just a little bit of that. Oh, I don't think we have black pepper. Yo, just put the whole stick in there. Alright. I should have you do this. Yeah, you want to mash them? You can mash them. You got more elbow grease than me. You got a stronger elbow than me. So Randall's gonna mash those for me. He says he does this at work every day. Well, I grew up where you used a masher first. Yeah, so you want to use I swear my mom used to do it when she made them homemade. She rarely used spuds. It was very rare that my mom used spuds. And that's why I was saying you had to get those eyes out earlier, but it's okay. So you just want to mash them more than you want to get them lumps out is what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let him keep working on this for me. I've already salted and seasoned it to my liking. I don't have any pepper, but the kosher salt flakes I love because they melt into your food. I'm not a big fan of iodized because it can be bitter, depending on what you're making. So, yeah, it's a nice whip. We use a masher. That's how my mom taught me, old school. Retry. Okay. Mashed potatoes back there, and they were starting to splatter, so you had to remove them from the heat. They're a nice consistency. It could be a little bit smoother, but it's okay. We're gonna let those cool down. We don't want them to scorch. When your potatoes scorch, they'll get brown at the bottom and they're gonna have like kind of like a cinder taste, so you want to reduce your heat. He's just gonna put the top on them. Alright, I'm gonna stop on a broil. We're gonna get ready and put the prime rib roast in. We're gonna do a really quick sear. I hate doing quick sears when it's the rib roast as opposed to the steak. Go ahead, put it on high. We're gonna put it in there under the broiler, only for like 5 minutes. Go on the top rack. It's got to go in the top. I'm gonna let that fat go nice sear for like 5 minutes. So it says this. We got to reset this clock, but 125. Press start. I'm gonna leave it slightly open because the broiler. So 5 minutes from now, about 130, 135, so that it reaches temperature. Put a little bit more salt in here, and now Randall is just mixing it in with the whisk. I always like to taste nice food. That's why you see a spoon there. So yeah, they're good. And we're gonna leave it on a low heat, as you can see there, so they don't scorch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want them to scorch. They're gonna taste like cinders. We could even keep it on the keep warm. I gotta clean up that garlic powder. Don't come for me, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna stop down to 325. I started to smell the herbs and things. So we're going to add a little bit more water to that bottom there.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bro, that's a Christmas gift right there. That's a Christmas gift right there. Chelsea, excellent.
Yeah, that's good. And I put it on 320. I feel like 325 might be too high, so I put it on 320. And we will come back to you guys with the end result. The cheese now. Yes, we have to add a little bit more flour. So let's put a little bit more flour in there. A little bit more. A little bit more. You want your flour to really, it's gotta look like a paste. So let me see, because it's gotta, I'm going to put a little bit more in there because it's got to look like a paste and you want it to cook. So let's add a little bit more. No, that's too much. No, that's too much. He put too much. No, it's good. Alright, let's go ahead and... So once you want it to be a blonde paste. It's getting crowded over here. Yeah, and we already have it reduced to low. So we're gonna put a little milk in here. I put a little Cajun this time. I want a little kick. Yeah, a little more. And a little bit of heavy whipping cream. Yeah, you could see some of the seasonings floating. I added in a little Cajun seasoning.
You want to do the rest of it?
Yeah, go ahead. Just pour the rest in. You may need to pour a little bit more of the milk. Okay, and the cheese, I'm going to let him take over and stir everything in. Even though I added a little bit of Cajun, I'm going to add a little bit of salt in there. You want to season your cheese sauce, at least with some salt, some pepper, something. I did put a little Cajun in there. You think I should put some more, or it's going to be too spicy? Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more Cajun. Look at that color. That color looks nice. And you'll know because it's going to be the consistency of queso. So I'm going to come back when our cheese has thickened up. When our cheese sauce is thickened up, it's going to take a little while. Hey, Matt, stop recording. A bit more cheese is starting to thicken up. And Randall is just whisking away. I've done my part with the seasonings and with the roux. This is where he has a little bit more patience than me, so he's going to stir as we thicken up. Show them the progress on it though. Yeah, look at that. And we already have our noodles ready to go. We're just gonna put it in a casserole dish. Right now, the rib roast is resting. Don't mind my little makeshift dome here on the platter. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna let that thicken up. And you can see pieces of that's basically just the Cajun seasoning in there. Alright, we're gonna let that thicken up and I'll come back to you guys when we're pouring it over the noodles and mixing it in. About to mix in the cheese sauce now. Randall's gonna bring over the cheese sauce. Go ahead, you can pour it in. It's nice and thick. And then we have the Colby Jack, right? I'll think about it. You want to pour more in? It's pretty cheesy though. I just don't want it super liquidy, but yeah, I might as well just pour it all in there. It's gonna thicken out even more. Okay. Alright, so we got the Colby Jack to go on top, right? I'm just stirring this in.
Shoot, still got more of that cheese too.
Yeah, just put it all on top. Oh, it's sticking to the pasta cone. it got nice and thick. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace this casserole dish. Start with the alright, and then some of the Kobe. Put the Kobe jack on top of that. We usually have more noodles. I told him to put a little bit more noodles in there. Now we got all this cheese. And all this cheese sauce. I don't know, Randall. Alright, it's going in the oven now at 350 for about another 30 to 45 minutes. Randall is slicing the rib roast. Maybe like a little bit. I'm thinking a little bit longer. Yeah, a little bit longer.
Yeah.
A little bit longer. Like 5 minutes. Where's that platter dish? Like 5 minutes. That outside is fine. I don't know. It's a perfect rare. That's a perfect rare. I don't know.
Because you're trying to do rare, right?
Yeah, I kind of like a medium rare to rare. I kind of don't want it like.
That's rare.
Cause I don't want it overdone. I don't know. I mean, you could slice ours up and like. Might have stopped recording. And cheese. It's bubbling too. Looks perfect. The prime rib, guys. I don't think I'm ever getting a boneless again. You got the wrong burner on. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a boneless again. But you guys did get to see it when we first kind of like chopped it up. So there's the baked mac and cheese. I will get everything plated up when we're done. Right now, Randall is getting ready to pop in the snow crab legs. Crab legs in there. Randall's gonna put the Old Bay on it. And I'm gonna get out the way because we've had some mishaps in here today. I don't even want to get into it, y'all. Maybe in a hot tub talk live. But yeah. Dang, you're doing it Maryland style with those. Okay. We'll come back to you guys later when everything is plated up and all done. Here's my plate. Everything all plated up. It looks good. Randall still got the crab legs over there. But we are getting ready to plate up everything and have dinner. So there we have it. Everything all plated up. And we're getting ready to dig in. And we went for a rare 4-hour prime rib there. So we have crab legs, snow crab legs. So we have snow crab legs, we have prime rib roast, baked mac and cheese, string beans, and homemade mashed potatoes. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down.